And we are live.
Yeah, everything is live right now.
All right. Well, welcome to the Rod and Crunch show here. I'm Crunch Crutchmar here in Chicago, Illinois.
And Rod J out of the Cincinnati area.
And today we are going to be discovering two great beers here. What'd you pick for us this week there, Rod?
Today we're going to take a look at two basically different type of beers. One is going to be from Lagunitas, and that'll be the Undercover Investigation Shutdown, one of my personal favorites from them. And the other one is going to be the Sierra Nevada Otra, which I have not had previously. And that one seems to be a ghost-style ale, so that should be pretty good. Nice, refreshing beer to have tonight.
All right. So once again, I went ahead and I scored these out on that wonderful app that at the beginning of our little show things here you told me about, which is that BeerVentures.com app that I downloaded and was able to find these pretty close and pretty easy.
Yeah, that little app becomes addicting.
Yes, it does. And all right, well, we're getting here, and unfortunately, my guys in the brackets were all kicked off. So I'm going here with the Oklahoma Sooners. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that they go ahead and get the upset. I don't think, in my recollection, I don't ever remember them winning a Final Four. Do you know? Have they ever won?
I thought they may have won back in the 70s or 80s. I'd have to check it to see. I remember them having a pretty good squad back in the day. Almost every major program has won except for, and of course, West Virginia. So farthest we got was a championship back when we had with Jerry West. You know, they didn't even get the title one when it was him and Hot Rod Hunley together. They just came up as runner-up. So, so we're the longest runner. Okay. We're the longest running program in football and in basketball. And so for West Virginia, it's just like that's all that we have at West Virginia. It's just crickets out there. Just can't get the win. So hopefully, we were hoping this year we get to do it, and we thought Huggins might have a team to do it, and unfortunately it fell apart.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, like I said, I was rooting up for the Michigan State Spartan.
Yeah,
and boy, they got cream right off the back.
So, yeah, they ran into some trouble, didn't they?
Yes, they did. All right, so I went ahead and missed out on last week. Had a little Windows 10 issue. Apparently, the driver it was just basically the drivers for my camera didn't work.
Right.
And so I went ahead and I just dumped it all together, and now it's up and back and running. So I'll wait until they get things, correct, and I guess my camera guys get the driver set up on Windows 10, and then we'll do it. So, all right, well, let's get into the first one. Which one do you think we should head out with first?
Let's start off with the Sierra Nevada.
Correct, because it's a ghost ale, so it's going to be a little lighter, you think?
It'll definitely be lighter.
Oh, yeah. So for those of you now, I see on here it says ghost style, ale.
Right.
And then GOSC.
Right.
So
it's got cactus and grapefruit in this one too, so this should be pretty interesting.
Yeah. I saw that.
You're always used to grapefruit, but not cactus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in the wine industry, I don't even think we got that many cactus flavor.
Yeah. I definitely must be getting older because I'm trying to read the print on the bottle, and man, these words seem to get smaller and smaller every time. Mm-hmm. But it says Otra is a tangy twist on the nearly extinct ghost style. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It combines the zip of prickly pear, cactus with a hint of grapefruit for a bright and thirst-quenching finish. So I probably sounded like an Ohio State football player reading that, but it is really small. What? We can't mention Ohio State? They did graduate. They did graduate Archie, who couldn't read. So, but
Did you ever see that? Did you ever see that picture where the where those guys that were rooting for Ohio State had the letters on the board and they had it spelled backward? They were in the wrong position.
I did see that before. Yeah.
Oh.
But I am, like I said, I am in Cincinnati, so all my Ohio State friends don't take offense to it. Just a little bit of a joke, you know. We won't mess with the Buckeyes too much.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, but it pours out a nice golden straw color from what I'm seeing.
Oh yeah.
And I have some slightly carbonated.
Definitely very light. I mean,
yeah.
I can see right on through it pretty good. You know, that's definitely the ghost in it.
Yeah.
You know?
The head is less than a finger, so the head didn't last too much. But a lot of ghosts, they don't last as long anyway. So because it's such a light beer, they seem to fade pretty quickly.
All right.
But this one on the, I was trying to see the ABV, 4.5%. So you could pretty much drink these all day.
Right, right.
Yeah. But get that grapefruit. I guess that smell I don't recognize might be the cactus.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's got a
kind of a funkiness.
Yeah, you know, it does. It really does. It's not. It doesn't turn you off.
Right.
It kind of more or less, in my opinion, it intrigues you.
Yeah,
it's really good intriguing.
I want to say it's almost like a moldy type of funkiness or something. There's something different about it with the cactus.
Yeah, yeah. You know, definitely.
It smells a little tart. Interesting.
Really, yeah. Like I said, it really gets your attention, but it really does have that pear on the end.
Yeah,
you know,
it does have the pear.
You definitely know the pear in there. So maybe it's like if you took a pear, put it in an old sock, and put it in there. Maybe that's where you get that little funky pear smell.
Not getting much of anything for the IBUs. I don't get much hops off of it. Maybe in the background, I'm getting a tinge though of almost like a smokiness in the background. Maybe that's off the pear and the cactus together, but it's almost like a smokiness. Not like a porter or stout smokiness, but kind of like a smokiness, like kind of a fire that just lingered for a little bit or something.
Yeah, kind of like a small little fire in there.
Yeah.
Something like if you're just burning something in the back, like a little box or something.
Right. That's kind of different.
Yeah. Interesting. It's got, like I said, but it's got the interesting nose on it. So hopefully, let's see what it comes out on the palate.
Oh wow! Well, that is
that's fair.
First thing I think of is like a now later candy. That's the first thing I think of.
Yeah.
Everything to the tip of the tongue, though. Flavors are all to the front.
Right. Sweet.
Opens up nice. Sweet. Yeah.
It's got a zang. It's got a sweet zang to it.
Right.
You know.
You do get a little bit of that sourness.
Yep. Yep. Almost like one of those Sour Patch.
Right.
Like a little Sour Patch, gum there, where it's sweet, but then it's got that sourness that pops in there.
But not as astringent though either on the back end. It's actually pretty crisp and refreshing when it gets to the back end of it. That it breaks nicely. Yeah. You do. I do get some wateriness in the texture.
Yeah, and I can see the cactus. I wouldn't know it was cactus that I'm not, but you do get a vegetation back draft to it.
Right.
I definitely know there's like some sort of vegetation in there, and something green. You definitely know. and that's at the very end, at the very back, mash up. And I think it's really nice. Like I said, on a nice hot day, this would really be refreshing.
Yeah, I think what you're probably getting on the back end is from whatever hops they may have used for the flavor on this one, where you're kind of getting that herb type taste,
right?
Almost like an evergreen type thing.
Yeah. That's a good analogy. The evergreen. Well, yeah. So I think that greenness and stuff is definitely going to be that cactus.
Right.
But the pear, you definitely get that up front. I mean, that pear is right there. Get that up front. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And but overall, for a ghost one, that's pretty nice. I like it.
Yeah.
When it starts to get to warm out, this is definitely going to be something to pull out to drink, because I definitely think it will definitely quench some thirst.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's still out around spring and summer. It seems like that would be a better season for it, because they came out with this back in January, December, I believe.
Oh, okay. So you're telling me that this is more like a seasonal type thing?
Maybe it's the first time I've seen them actually have this one at Sierra Nevada. So maybe they're breaking it in now. But this is something I would like to see them breaking around, March, February, April, somewhere in that type of time frame. Because this would be a nice one to go into the summer with. But they have so many beers at Sierra Nevada. It might have been just when they had to bring it out, they brought it out.
Right. Well, it says here on the back of the bottle is that in California, where temperatures often top triple digit, perfecting a warm weather beer is a prickly priority. I'm thinking the cactus prickly. Is a priority.
Right.
So to be in a warm weather beer, I definitely think they meant this to be out for the summer.
Right. But then above it, like I have packaged 11/25/15, so they started packaging it early, like before even Thanksgiving or around Thanksgiving. Mine was packaged 1/29/16.
So
it's been going for a little bit of time.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of time. Like I said, it's good. I like it for. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna like it during the summertime more. It's not gonna be something I'm gonna be looking for. Right off the bat in the fall and the winter, but definitely would search it out, for the summertime.
Yeah, I'd agree. I concur. I would drink it more towards those hotter type days. And the good thing, knowing this, like on mine, it's been 4 months, so it's still holding good flavor and everything along those lines too. For a beer that's 4.5%, and it still has a nice little kick to it. Nothing seems to really be lost. I don't know if how fresh yours may be coming in January. It's fresher than this one probably, but this one still is pretty good. I can sit outside on a patio or a deck or at an outside bar and drink these all day long, or I could drink these golfing and enjoy them.
There you go. All right, well, doing the whole Mr. Rajay Spectre system of numbers here, I'm going to go with this one here at a 3.8.
Okay.
I think it's great. It's not over the top, stuff, but I think it's got enough. I think for the summertime, definitely worth seeking out. Definitely worth trying. And to me, you'll definitely find some of this in my refrigerator during the summertime this year.
Okay. Well, I definitely think it's a good beer. I think it's a solid beer. We're going to go ahead and say it's money in the bank with Sierra Nevada on this one. And I'm going to I'm not going to give it a full B. I'm going to give it a B-. I'm going to give it 3.25. Reason being, I do pick up that watery texture, and I like to have my Ghosts a little more firmer than that. Even though it's a low ABV type beer, the watery texture does put it off a little bit. And it's not as tart for what you would expect. It has a good tartness and a good crisp break to it. But for that style, I think I expect a little bit more of a tart. But I would definitely get this again. Like I said, if I'm going out golfing later this year, I'll throw 6 of these in the bag and be just as happy. And I'll drink these before I will some of the macro beers that are out there. So definitely like it.
All right. All right. Well, there you go. That's the first one up and down. Now let's break into that second one.
So now we're going to go to the big boy of the two, right? So
Yeah.
Lagunitas Undercover Shutdown. And I'm not sure how many.
Investigation
That's
Shutdown.
right. Investigation Shutdown.
That's right.
Have you had this one before?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not. I've almost tried almost all their other ones, but this one here I haven't. So,
well, I think you'll enjoy this one. It comes in. It is a limited release, so it's not available all year long. Comes in at 9.5% ABV, and it does come in at 66 IBU. So we are going to get some bitterness on this one as well. Considered to be pretty much an American strong ale, and this is actually one they came up with. I don't know if you know the story behind it. Actually, at one of the past beer fests, I got to hang out with some of the guys from Lagunitas, and they were telling me about the beer. So for people that don't know, although most probably do, hops are really basically a cousin of marijuana. So you can't really get as high off them for smoking or anything like that, but they're kind of from that same hop or tree type line, whatever it is, shrub type line or whatever along those lines. So some of the guys at Lagunitas, while they make beer, they like to also enjoy the other herb, keep it in the family. And and they were going around and they were smoking some of it. Well, apparently there was an undercover cop that was looking to see how they were doing stuff on their beer because there was some concerns, like I guess they might have been not selling properly or like that. Well, one of the guys offered to sell the guy some weed, and that's how they got exposed. So the operation was actually shut down for like 21 days where they couldn't do any business while they were being investigated. So there you have the investigative shutdown. It was basically out of them trying to sell a bowl to an undercover cop, and this beer was born. Hey, you'll like this. It happened at the location in Chicago. So
there you go.
But
hey, that doesn't surprise us much down here. That's for sure.
Chicago may do things a little differently sometimes.
There you go. Yeah, we go ahead and we sell the cops. We sell the cops, weed, and we end up making a beer brand.
Yeah,
that's how we do it. That's how we do it.
See my cup run it over a little bit.
Yeah. Well, this here poured out good. That's the head. That's the one. It's a little low. One finger. Came down.
Now, see, mine came out a little bit more. Well, I got a large head, but I poured a little bit more, maybe a little more aggressive than you did.
Okay.
But the trick is always, you pour it at a 45-degree angle to about halfway full, then you tip the glass up, and that's how you get to that 2 to 3 finger head. So I probably tipped it up ahead of time. But it's a nice looking beer. It's got, like I said, mine's a good head, an off-white head. Do have some rockiness on the head there. Nice tight bubbles. Now on this one, I do have some clarity, so I can actually see through this beer. I don't know if you can see through yours, so it's not as much of a chill haze on it. Very nice. I think they condition before they go to the bottle on these, so usually have a clear look on a lot of their beers. The color is I guess you would call it like an amber color, so kind of a sunset orange. And
that'd be better like a sunset orange.
But pretty looking beer, and what you would want to have on like an American strong ale. Now I'm actually using one of the shaker glasses. I know you've got one of the ale glasses there. So as far as anything else, I guess check the aroma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now you can Go ahead. You got.
I was gonna say it's got some really nice bitterness into there, but it also has like a citrus. So it's got a mild citrus in there, but it's like a bitterness citrus. It's got citrus, but then I can almost taste bitterness through my nostrils on this.
Yeah.
That's nice though.
Now a big thing that I get off of this one with the hops, and this is something we talked about. I picked it up when I met with the guys, and they started cracking up because they were like, "Yeah, that's what you should get." I actually get a pretty good presence of what would be like in a marijuana aroma from the hops they put into it. That the hops they use, it kind of comes together nicely where you kind of have that super dankness that comes out as if it's almost a joint you're smelling. But you do get the citrus, like you mentioned there as well. A lot of complexity taking place.
Well, I think that bitterness or the smell and the aroma that you say that you're getting, more like marijuana. I think that's more like that sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
Nice that sweetness that comes up on there.
So we call it the sticky icky icky.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, let's give this baby a taste out and see what we get.
Mm.
Okay.
That's good.
There you go. Yep. That's for sure. That has got a nice, thick, malt in the mouth. I mean, that is really nice and thick. It's got a sweetness to it.
Yeah.
That sweetness. And now it's also, that sweetness is in the middle of my tongue.
Right.
It's holding in my mid palate right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's really, it's almost a honeyness, almost like a honey. It's like a little, as you like to call it, the sticky icky. Right on them.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely have that right on there. It's really good. I almost feel like if I rub my tongue, on the roof of my mouth, I can get more and more of that flavor, right off.
Right.
It's like it coats my tongue, and then I can savor it by just rubbing the top of my tongue on my roof of my mouth, and that is really, really nice. Nice caramel, honey, like a caramel honey, almost like molasses, almost like a molasses flavor.
Very smooth. Now, if you didn't know, would you think there was 66 IBU in this?
Not at all.
Yeah, that's how smooth it is. That's why I tell people sometimes you just can't go by the number of the IBU and think you're going to know what that taste is. This is very smooth for a 66 IBU beer.
Right. It's not, right. You would think it would be more heavier, more, bitterness and stuff in there, but not at all.
Right.
This is good. Now, this here, this is a good, with what, 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock your time. This is the type of beer that you really can just kind of kick back, relax, finish out the evening with, and just really enjoy this. And boy, if I had a nice little, Flamin' Young going on the grill today.
Ooh, yeah.
With this little, we get to there's an Aldi's. Aldi's has these.
We just had an Aldi's open up. Okay, I'll have to check that out. They opened up this week.
Okay, and they have these little fillets. They're Flamin' Young with bacon wrap around them. And they come 2 packages for $5. They come 2 to a package for $5.
No.
Oh yeah.
Really?
And and they're great. And this would go perfect with it. This would almost be like putting a nice glaze over that. I would not put any. I wouldn't put anything over my meat. I would just cook my meat regular with that bacon wrapped around it. Have this, and it would be like my glaze over that. This is good. This is really good. Even as I'm talking, and as much talking as I'm doing, I still get the flavor in my my back palate here. And
this is another one that's a good one. That would be good with a cigar. Cigar beer to kick back, especially in the night where we're starting to hit that warmer weather. The weather's going down. You're out on the deck having a cigar, put a little music on the radio or MP3 player, whatever it may be, and just kick back. This one goes down very nice.
Oh,
And you talk
this and your cigar and some Joker playing.
Yeah,
just like that.
And you talk about.
I heard somebody was. I saw somebody was listening to the Joker this morning, huh?
Oh yeah, I like to mix it up. My jukebox is varied for sure. It flips like that. I switch all kinds of songs on it. But with Lagunitas, another thing is as people are looking for beers that contain, the best you can get for the value you're paying, their price points are just fabulous. I don't know what you paid up in Chicago, but a 6-pack of these here is $9.99. And consider some of the other craft beers out there, what they're charging, this one or their regular IPA or their pills or whatever beers they have for their lineup are always at a good price point for sure.
$10.99.
$10.99. So you were just $1 more. We're in Chicago. I'm Cincinnati. We're small time. So
we got that city tax.
Yeah, you got to pay off up there. So run you next $1.
That's right. Yeah. We got too many city officials that need their retirement.
Rom needs his money, so. But it's just, it's so smooth. Like, you just want to sit there and you enjoy this one, and you get great lacing on the glass too as you drink it down. And it's a great piece. And if you get a big bottle of this, it's a great bottle to share with someone. If you get a 22-ounce bottle, because they make them in some of those sizes. But it's just I can't say enough good stuff about this one. This one has become, I should say, one of my favorites. From them, but also out there in the marketplace. This is one of my more favorite beers now, from experience and so many different kind of craft beers. It's just solid all the way around for the most part.
It really is. Yeah, it really is. I'm really surprised. And like I said, it's the flavor is really good. Like I said, I like that molasses. I like how it hangs with you. It really stays with you.
The aroma lasts for a while. The flavor,
flavor just hangs it. Yeah, and that's why I'm thinking, that it will go so well, with meat, because it would coat your mouth, and then when you have some of the meat, it would actually coat the meat, as you swallow it down. Yeah. And man, that would really be good. That's surprised. That's really good.
If you had like a leg of lamb or something with it too, it might be good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it's definitely a glaze on anything all by itself.
Yeah, pork, yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, you picked out 2 really good ones there.
Yeah.
And we got the Lagunitas Undercover Investigation Shutdown Ale, which
a little long in the title.
And in my opinion, there on the we're going the Rod J spectrum scale here, the 1 to 5. I'm definitely going to give this one here about a 4.7. It's really, really good. I'd say only because of the fact that it didn't get the whole complete 5.
Right.
Would just be the fact that the bitterness and stuff, I would want a little bit more in a 66.6. But that's all right. Other than that, it was really, really good. Other than that, I really couldn't say anything bad about it. Yeah. Really good.
And for me, like I said, I like it and everything. So it's bunch of money in the bank. It's very solid. So I give this one 4.75. It doesn't get much closer than going to a 5 for me. Beers I have on that 5 level are so pretty much flawless. I put things up there like Chevelle or Duvel, some of the kind of ones that you just have every time, and it's just like melted butter. It's just so smooth. This one is almost there. It's not just to that full melted smoothness, but it's definitely right there, that next notch right below. It's kind of like having, I would say maybe like a Tom Brady, and who would be right below Tom Brady? So not Tom Brady. Now in the league, Tom Brady's like that top level. So right below, maybe, but you can't say a Russell Wilson because he's not really got enough up there yet. Aaron Rodgers only won the one time, but he always has a perennial thing. Maybe like an Aaron Rodgers, but it's just not yet to that top level.
Not to that
but level, very close. Yeah. Very close.
Yeah, very good. So, all right. Well, I mean, I would have given it a 5 if I could have rolled it and smoked it, but then we can.
Well, if I come to Chicago, maybe we'll see some of the guys over there. But great one from Lagunitas, great one from Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, 2 different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, 2 good companies doing a lot of good things, brewing beer that people should check out. And I think both of them have a pretty good distribution now where you can get them in most places in the country. So,
right.
You know, we try to keep it.
They can always search. They can always search the app, though.
Yeah, just hit beermenus.com and it'll help you search for any beers or any bars that you're looking to find out what they're serving. Anybody that contributes to it. Great little app will point out the different beers that are close to you.
That's right.
But yeah, I'm pleased with both of these.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, there you go, guys. 2 great beers here to search out and try them out. And always give us a holler. Go on to Rod's website here, which is what, Rod?
Website is, well, Google Rod J BeerVentures brings up everything. That's the easiest way. But blog is rodjbeerventures.blogspot.com. Twitter, Rod J BeerVenture. Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter.
Okay,
everywhere. I'm everywhere.
It's only a 30-minute show, Rod.
YouTube.
But
just Google Rod J BeerVentures and you'll find me all over.
There you go. And then hit them up, send them some info, tell them what you think of it, or if you have any questions, go ahead and let him know, and he'll definitely get back with you. If you have any questions about anything here in the Chicago area, and you want to talk a little bit about beer, or you want to talk about wines, you can always go ahead and hit me up at bottlegratesonline.com or crunchbranding.com as well. And I'll always be glad to answer any and all your calls. So I'm Crunch Kretschmar here in Chicago.
Rod J in Cincinnati.
And we'll go ahead and we'll keep drinking down the beer and searching out for the good ones for you.
Keep drinking good craft beer.
There you go, my man.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Welcome. I'm glad to be back on the grid.
Yes.
And here's cheers, buddy.
Cheers, brother.